Freedom Camp.
My name's Hendricks. I served in the United States Marine Corps in 1966 to 69. I served in Vietnam where I got wounded, got blowed up, had 13 days left when I got hit. JD called me here a while back and he said, hey bro, I got a new thing going down in Texas. He said, we've opened up a new camp. We called it Freedom Camp. He said, I want you to come down in December and deer hunt with us. JD invited me down on this hunt and wanted to do a family thing. And I said, okay, and my boys jumped at the chance.
Yeah, I'm out here with my dad and my brother. We're out here on the veteran hunt. We're sitting here waiting for opportunity to do a takedown on a deer or a pig or coyote. Yes, in Kentucky, somebody done shot that one. You know, like I said, I'm not a big hunter like they are, you know, just totally. Mine was sports, you know, football and baseball. But I mean, he just, you know, he was just a good coach all the way around, from dad to whatever, you know. Oh, let's go set it off. Yeah, he'll text back and man, where you at? I'm like, I don't know. This is a new spot. We ain't even seen this part of the farm. He's probably reading it out loud. My ears is burning, itching. Big shout out to JD for getting us down here on this hunt in Mohawk Outdoors. A little cool this morning. Not a lot of action right now. Coyotes have really been tearing it up. Just beautiful scenery out here, just sitting waiting for something to come by. Freedom Ranch, getting rid of these little predators. Awesomeness.
Shit. Well, sitting in the blind today, waiting for the deer to come out. Landowner really hates these coyotes, so he presented himself to us, so we helping the landowner out by taking these coyotes out.
My name's Hendricks. I served in the United States Marine Corps in 1966 to 69. I served in Vietnam. I volunteered. I was fixing to get drafted, and I volunteered to go into the Marine Corps to serve my country. Well, I've never been out of the state other than maybe over into Tennessee at Fort Campbell a little bit, but it's a whole new world out there for me at an 18-year-old kid. I can remember my first mission that we went on. We walked way out into the jungles and then up over a mountain and back around. And this may be a little gruesome to some, you can edit it out, but the smell that I smelled, I've never smelt this smell before. And I said, what in the world is that stink? And it's where the planes had come in and dropped napalm and burnt the whole hillside out, and we was walking through it, and it was, you go to looking and you see an arm and a leg or whatever, and it's burnt flesh, and it's decaying bodies that you're smelling. And that was a mind opener for me. I said, what am I doing here?
What do you remember most about Vietnam?
Death. I've never been like out of Kentucky, never been 50 miles away from home. And then to go to a whole new, different world. It was mind-blowing to me. I know when I first got there, I didn't know anything about an M16. We was trained with M14s, and I'm just an old country boy, but I've got a little smarts about me. And I said, this guy here has been here, this is his third trip, he knows something. And so he and I buddied up, and he taught me to stay alive. But other than that, you didn't get close to anybody. We didn't go by last names. We just went by first names. We didn't want to get real familiar with anybody. You didn't last long. We was in battles quite a bit, and you just didn't get too friendly with anybody. I had 13 days left in bush. We were getting ready to load on some choppers to go back to Da Nang, and I wouldn't have had to went back out if I'd got to Da Nang because I was short and getting ready to come home. We were gathered around a bunker, and they said, get your gear on, the chopper's on the way to pick you up. So I get the men together and tell them to get their gear on. They put the flak jackets and helmets on, and we're standing around, and they dropped 3 mortar rounds on us when the chopper's trying to land on the LZ, and they dropped 3 rounds on us, and our corpsman and another guy lost both legs right at the knees. 2 got killed, and I guess I was right in there somewhere, and then a couple more got wounded pretty bad too. And I guess we was just blessed that the choppers was close by to get us to Da Nang. We was 52 miles northwest of Da Nang, right on pretty close to the Laotian border, in a little village called Thong Duc. It sticks in my mind all the time. I had one guy that I'll just call him Tim. That's all we went by, and he was one of them that got killed when we all got wounded. And we was back in the hospital in Da Nang, and I turned my head around and I seen him laying on a gurney, and he was just staring straight up. And I hollered at him, and the corpsman told me, he said, he can't hear you, he's up and gone. A couple of years ago, I got the chance to go to DC on a freedom flight. And I got to look his name up on the wall, and that was a little closer to me. And then a couple of months later, that portable wall come to Paducah. And a friend of mine said, let's go down and see it. So we drove down there, and some guy come walking up to us and he said, do you know who you're looking for? And I told him, I said, yes, I was just at DC just a little bit ago. And he said, what was his name? And I told him. And this technology that we have now, he punched it in on his phone and stuck it over my shoulder. And he said, is that him? And I like to passed out. Since then, I've been able to contact some of his kinfolks in New York, and it's just been crazy how it's helped me to get through with some of the stuff that I've seen and done in Vietnam. You was in a war or a conflict that back home people didn't like you. They wouldn't give you a welcome home. Way to go, way to serve your country. We were hated. We were spit on, cussed. A lot of the soldiers were told to change out of their uniforms and put on civilian clothes when they fly into the airports. We were soldiers doing what we were told to do, just like the guys today. It was a rough time. Riots, protests. Nobody liked a Vietnam veteran, but I'm proud of what I've done, and my country called and I went.
Well, we got here in the Freedom Camp this afternoon. After a long ride, long plane ride. First evening, we get to go out riding around. We see several hogs putting up blinds and stuff, working a little bit. Just come out of the weeds over here. That's a sweet shooting gun, boy. First deer freedom camp, baby. Nice. Good deer. First evening out here at Freedom Camp. Got here a little late, but we was gonna try to kill some hogs. And this fine gentleman come out. Give us a good shot. The first Texas buck. Nice, really nice. Thank you, Chase. Thank you, JD. It's a blessing to me to be able to, I've hunted with all four of my boys and lots of my grandkids, but this is the first time that I've ever hunted with all four of them at the same time.
Freedom.